So today we're starting the caching training for Wyatt and Rascal. We're going to be using the caching box. This is something I invented years ago because I felt like it was more natural feeling to a mink and safer feeling to a mink for where they want to take their prey. So if you think about it from the mink's point of view, when they catch something, their instinctive drive is to take it to a safe place, either to eat or to store for later. If you look at what we originally started with, a carrier similar to this, look at the difference between this and the caching box. The first thing you'll notice is the opening. The opening on the carrier is huge. I mean, literally a small dog could fit in there. So it's not a secure place at all from the point of view of the mink. If you look at the opening to the caching box, it's very similar to the size of a muskrat den. Thank you for bringing me the mink, Galilee. Thank you. So it's about the same size as a muskrat den. So this is the natural size for a den for a mink in the wild. And then we have the end part here. So that just like... Yeah, I know you're the mink. Yeah. Yeah, Galilee mink. I know. Okay. So the inside the caching box is kind of a little nesting area. This is also roughly the size of the internal components of a muskrat den. They have a small entrance and a tunnel leading up to a nesting area where they would fill with nesting material. In our case, we put a towel in it. We don't have a towel in this one right now, just because it's the beginning stages of training. We just haven't done that. We use a towel normally because we're out in wet areas and they want a nice dry place to dry off. But for today, just for the training's sake, we don't have it. So since this is the beginning stages of the training, I'm gonna leave this open, or I should say untwisted, but it's gonna be closed. So I can just quickly lift this off to give him a reward, because I wanna reward him as quickly as possible. So we've got it like that, and we'll get rid of this. I've got the food ready to go. I've got the box ready to open. And what we're going to use today is just a little rabbit's foot. Now this isn't like the keychain rabbit's foot that you would buy at the store or anything. This is an actual rabbit's foot cut off an actual rabbit. So it smells natural. It smells like a rabbit. You can probably smell a little bit of meat in there. And I got it tied to a string. And the idea is if Wyatt or Rascal try to eat it, this isn't really edible to a mink. There's no flesh on it. It's hard. It feels edible, but it's not really that edible. It's just a lot of bone and fur. The point of that is I don't want him to get the practice of eating what we're giving him. The goal is for him to eat this ground meat. Underground, if they catch, let's say, a rat, they have no reason to bring it back if all they're going to do is just eat it, right? So if they bring it back, put it in the box and eat it, they might as well just stay down in the hole they're in and eat it. So we're trying to create the habit of them thinking, oh, I need to take it to this box so I can get this nice, easy to eat food. So we're gonna go ahead and start, and it looks like he's already got the string and he's trying to take it in the box. So tag outside. Okay, there we go. I'll give you a piece of meat.
Really smart.
So that was not intended at all, but he's obviously already learned to associate this string with the lure and take it in the box. So once he's done eating that little piece of meat, I guess I'm just going to do it again with this time with the rabbit's foot. So we've done this. Oh, here he comes. There he goes.
You only do it once?
Yeah. Just, as soon as he takes it in there, give him his food for the day. Olive. You don't want to just peek in there. You're going to scare him. He needs to feel very calm and confident. Okay. So you don't want to peek in there like Olive just did. I've got a hole here for peeking. So if you want to peek at him,
then he'll lick your eyeball.
Through the hole. You peek through the hole and you can see what he's doing, and he's eating the food like we want him to. So we're going to give him just a minute to eat, kind of calm down, and then we'll start sneaking this out. Outside, Ted.
Tag is our 4th child.
So, he's done this a grand total of 3 times. I think this is the 3rd time if I remember correctly. So you can see he's already picked it up really well. I wanted to film it the first time we did it, but we didn't have anyone to hold the camera, so we're doing it tonight. I was really shocked that he understood the process so well that he was willing to take the string in. It clearly doesn't even matter that we have a rabbit's foot on the end of it. Now we're gonna have a little difficulty pulling this lure away because I foolishly dropped the meat in front of the entrance. I should have dropped it in the back, but I was in a bit of a rush to get it in there so that he'd get his reward quickly enough that he realized why he was being rewarded. And so in my rush to feed him, I fed him in the wrong spot. Eventually we'll start rewarding him through the little hole on the top. But for now, I'm just dropping the whole thing in there. We just want him to be rewarded as quickly as possible so that once he starts getting the idea the reward's coming, then we can start rewarding him through the little hole and through the entrance.
Do you do this 3 times a day? Because he eats 3 times a day. Right?
No, he eats twice a day. So we do this twice a day. Once in the morning, once at night.
For every feeding?
Yeah, for every meal. And I'm going to start trying to sneak this lure away. Oh, but see, my mistake is I've got it right by the food so he can easily see it and grab it. So I got to carefully... See, he's looking away and I snuck it away. And so it would have been a lot easier to pull it away had the food been facing the other direction, but we got lucky. And while he was chewing, he chewed looking the other way and I was able to sneak it out. Now, the goal is for him not to realize that we took the lure, the little rabbit's foot. Okay, so while he's eating, now let's do little Mr. Rascal.
So cute. I love you, sweet bud. Ow, ow, ow.
Go ahead and swing it around, let him catch it out here in front of the thing. There you go, just like that.
Do you have a call?
Not yet. Stop. Wait. Stop making the bag make sounds. You gotta be quiet. So just be quiet. You don't need to make any sounds. Galilee, you need to move, sweet girl. Okay, there you go. Now he's pulling it. Now you want to get like this. You want to get on this side of the box. Outside, tag. Now see, he's trying to take it over to that pipe. We should have got that pipe out of the way. Oh, it's fine. Now he needs to start thinking about the box, not the pipe. Outside, tag. There you go. Free. Oh, oh. Be ready. No, don't lift, don't open it. Keep it closed. Keep it closed.
Close it.
Keep it closed. And just be ready.
$3,000 years later.
Okay, so it's very clear that Rascal does not consider this a safe place. He wants to take it everywhere but here, and that's pretty normal mink stuff. I mean, they always seem to want to do what you don't want them to do and have no desire to do what you do want them to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on basically imprinting him on this box. So we've done a few food calls where we call him into the box, but obviously it hasn't done enough to increase the value of this place. We also have this box in his cage. This is where he sleeps at night, and that hasn't helped yet. So we're not, since it's clearly the couple steps that we've taken before has not increased the value of this place to Rascal, we're gonna do some other things to increase the value. So what I'm gonna try for the next few days is we're just gonna call him to the box and feed him at the box and give him a specific call that means go in the box. Once he understands that very thoroughly, we'll try and bring this back into play, and we'll try again to see if at that point He likes the box enough to take the lure into it. But at this point, he clearly wants to take it everywhere but the box. Literally everywhere is a better place to him than this box.